Say what? Yo, who was that? A.T.L show coming live. Speak about the world. Know that we a show. We got A.T.L Legacy, the podcast. Oh God, we're taking over for the A.T.L show.
Naya, what? What are you?
The A.T.L show's on, duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
A.T.L. They're back!
It's my time again.
Anthony, TeAma, T7, Legacy! They're back! They're the best! Let's get it! Season 2!
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best you ever cast, just spell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes for 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers, either dead on the scene since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open hills and places. The schools over feeling foggy, I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me, must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message, hoping that you fucking rappers sure. Yeah, the message. So y'all know, yeah, the monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
A.T.L.
Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. TeAma Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at TeAma Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories, or you can find her on YouTube at Teama Herice. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. TeAma Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
Make sure you go over to Goli.com and get your Goli gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoliGummies.com, make sure you use the A.T.L as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goli. The Anthony Brown Show and the A.T.L Show now have merchandise available for purchase. You can purchase your merchandise at the link located in the description section below the video. We have male and female shirts, male and female tank tops, jerseys, hoodies, and onesies for your infants. Yes, everything you need in apparel, we have it here. The Anthony Brown Show. along with the A.T.L Show. The A.T.L Show shirts proudly say we are the blueprint. And the Anthony Brown shirts grind until you shine. Get yours today. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this series we call the A.T.L. Yes, welcome to another day. Let's see who we have here. Ms. Adrian said that ashwagandha is everything. Hello, D-Lo. What's up? Listen, I am joined tonight. First, I'm Anthony Brown, and I'm joined tonight by my very beautiful, lovely co-hosts, both of them. Just standing, got the twins standing at attention, Unique and Monique. We have the beautiful, we have the very beautiful,
Unique
the lovely,
and Monique. I got to feel that.
Miss TeAma.
Hey, everybody.
And the bold, the beautiful, the will cut you, Miss T Savage.
Hey, I'm still trying to digest Unique and Monique, okay?
Unique Monique, okay?
Hey, don't make me go get a tattoo.
Listen, they say one boob bigger than the other, so you gotta name the bigger one Mo, because she got Mo and Unique, okay?
Yes, Mo and her niece. How you ladies doing tonight?
I'm good.
You're good. TeAma, how's little Tyson?
He's doing great. He's exhausted. He had a long day. He had a long day. We lost
Baby's
a family
doing
friend
right.
from this COVID. People, stay indoors. Don't be all up in places you shouldn't be. This thing is real.
Super real. Yes. Legacy is not going to be with us tonight. He said he may or may not pop in, so we don't know. But he's still feeling a little under the weather. So our prayers definitely go out to Legacy, Legacy the Great. So we need you all also out there in cyber world to keep Legacy in your prayers and your thoughts. He's not feeling well. So if you pop in tonight, that'd be a miracle and a blessing. But nevertheless, we just send blessings his way.
Yes. Love you, bro.
Yeah, get well soon, Legacy. Adrian said hello. I'm just stopping through to say hi.
What's up, Miss Adrian? Adrian's in the house. I got a special topic I want to do with you, Miss Adrian, for the A.T.L show, with you being one of the special guests. I need to speak with you probably after the show. I may text or call you. So look out for my reaching out to you. I have a special show topic that I want to do, and can't nobody be the guest but you and maybe two others. So I will be reaching out to you, Miss Adrian.
Adrian said okay.
Okay. So anywho, like I said, I definitely miss Mr. Legacy. I wish he was here with his A.T.L ho. Because if we don't do that, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad if we don't. So Legacy, I did. I represented for you, Legacy. I got you, bro.
A.T.L four.
Yes, for the other folks too. So you represented for those folks. I represented for those folks. Okay. Listen. There's a part of the show that we need you all to write in and tell us what's going on in your life. That's called Dear A.T.L. So if there's any kind of drama or whatever is going on in your life and you want advice or direction or an opinion or just to see how we feel about it, definitely write your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow at gmail.com, or inbox us, and we will definitely respond accordingly. So this is part of the show that you, the viewers, participate in. Dear A.T.L is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow at gmail.com. That's it. Write your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow at gmail.com. So, Miss Savage, do we have a letter this week?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, what say you?
Guilty. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Dear A.T.L show, Mr. Legacy, I pray you are feeling better and your presence is truly missed from the panel. Here goes. I am a 47-year-old attorney who is 7 months pregnant. I have 3 daughters that are married and have professional careers of their own. My youngest daughter just moved back home with her husband because they're in the process of moving into a new home. One night I was home. Oh, Jesus. I was home alone, and my oldest daughter's husband came over to pick up something for his wife. One thing led to another, and we had sex. We repeated our actions several more times close to our final time having sex. The husband of my daughter that's living with me accidentally walks into my room and caught us. This was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. My daughter and son-in-law weren't supposed to be home. Nevertheless, my son-in-law didn't tell his wife, and he said that he didn't tell anyone else. However, he did approach me to discuss the incident. I am ashamed of what happened next, but I ended up pleasuring him too.
Ooh.
A month after this incident, I went to the doctor and found out I was pregnant. I'm not sure which one of my son-in-laws is the father of my unborn child. My husband is already suspicious about my pregnancy because he got fixed about 3 years ago. A.T.L crew, I don't know what to do. I do not want to break up my family. Signed, Shameful.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh.
Adrian said, this ain't true.
Okay.
New message is received from Melinda at Notary Customer.
Adrian said what?
This ain't true.
Wow.
I ain't got no comment.
So what should she do?
Girl, you should come over here and buy some paparazzi jewelry.
Okay. That part.
Listen, Linda. That's too messy.
Not only did you break the trust of one daughter, you didn't. Not only did you do it one time, you did it multiple times, and then you break the trust of one daughter, and you so sorry for that, but then you go and do it with a different daughter. She's scandalous, I say. Adrian said, "Yeah, that whole past scandalous. Her pussy hot. That box hot.
Yes.
That like." You can't
like with the second one. She probably felt that she didn't do it. He'll snitch, but not. That's too much.
As parents, we do. I'm just speaking for me and the parents that I know. We do everything in our power to make sure our children don't get hurt, whether it's from us or other people. And if inclination in your mind made you think you wasn't gonna hurt your daughter by sleeping with her husband, you a damn fool. You don't love your daughter.
But you do know that happens every day, right?
I hear you.
That parents do that to their kids.
I hear you. I hear you. Right.
It does happen.
Now she said this.
I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying, as a parent, you try to do everything in your power to make sure your kids don't get hurt by you or somebody else if you can prevent it.
So her box got hot. So she said when she was asleep, after she slept with the first son-in-law, the second son-in-law who's temporarily living with her walked in and caught him. He then came back to console her. He didn't tell anybody. The reason he didn't tell anybody because he wanted his opportunity to get some of the good. That's what it was. So that's why the second son-in-law caught him, didn't say nothing. So when he consulted her about it, she pleasured him too, which means she probably sucked him up. She pleasured him is what the letter say.
Only thing I can tell you, ma'am, go tell on your damn self, because knowing these fuck niggas, soon as your daughter make them mad, they gonna be like, that's why I fucked your mama. So go tell on yourself. Go tell on yourself.
Hey, Adrian.
DWL.
Dying with laughter.
Oh.
Go tell on yourself.
They do my brother slept with his girlfriend mother. What?
They just said they do my brother slept with his girlfriend mother.
All I know, ma'am, go tell on yourself. Cause it's gonna hurt like a mud when he throw it in her face just to be nasty. So it's gonna hurt regardless.
Cheeks. Adrian said yes, chubby cheeks.
You talking about me?
I know.
Have to be. I need a DNA test on Tyson just to see if I'm the mother. Cause honey, I don't got none of this.
Let me ask the viewers, Adrian, Miss Adrian and Mr. Adrian and D-Lo, you guys is in the comment section. What would y'all do in this situation? What do you think the lady who wrote in should do in this situation? Let's hear from the viewers, because right now I'm puzzled, I'm thrown. You know, I'm baffled. You know, I'm gonna leave it up to our viewers. Because personally, her twat
I wonder how old her mom. Well, did she say how old?
40-some years old.
47. Her
so she old enough to know better.
She got a husband.
She old enough to know better.
She's greedy. She just being greedy. Girl, you being greedy.
Maybe she's a sexaholic.
She said her husband has been fixed 3 years ago, so that means he can't have any kids. But I wonder if he can still fuck. He can still perform.
I don't know. Let me.
I don't know, but
her husband could have lied and said he got fixed. Cause trust me, I met a nigga that told me he got fixed, and honey, bitch. Next.
So
my thing is, if the husband is fixed and she's pregnant, why is he not flipping out?
What she did, she said my husband is suspicious about the pregnancy.
Suspicious and flipping out are two different things. Because I hit the room.
He might be busy doing his own thing too.
Adrian said, yo, dude don't care where the meat land. Adrian said if he was fixed 3 years ago, he ain't suspicious. He know.
Exactly. And he, trust me, husband fucking somebody too.
I don't know.
He don't care.
Exactly. They kids old, and you know once the kids leave the nest, y'all don't really know what to do with each other. Y'all
all hell break loose. Either you get divorced or both parties start cheating on each other. The kids grown now; they ain't here to witness this.
So her twat box.
But only thing that you could say to this thing, girl, tell on yourself. You was woman enough to do it. Be woman enough to tell on yourself. That's what Adrian. That's what I just said. I had a whole person told me I can't have kids. I had a vasectomy. Bitch.
Yep, I had an ex tell me he can't have kids. She had that as well, and I want to say we was apart. We've been apart for about 7 years, and he done had like 3 or 4 more kids, more on top of the ones he already had.
But
Right. They just said LML.
But if they married and they've been married from, because she said her kids are grown, so they've been married at least 20, 30 years. That's, you know, if that's his kids, that's grown. So if their kids are grown, she would know if he's fixed.
Right.
Let me tell you, that lady burnt her house down to the fucking ground. This shit is unreal. And I hate to tell you, I'm finna be so honest. Ma'am, I hope you white and not black. I really do hope you white and not black. I'm sorry. I do not want this to be a black lady that did this. I really need you to be white, Spanish. I don't give a damn. Just don't be black, okay?
Anything other.
Just don't, please don't be black. Please don't be black.
Black, white, Hispanic,
you're gonna lose your husband. You're gonna lose your husband, both of your daughters. Then the one daughter who did catch you, the one son, man, you burnt your house all the way to the ground.
TeAma.
You said why she can't be black.
I don't listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. We move very differently. If our hot pocket is hot, we gonna make sure it's out there where we ain't gonna get caught.
Hello.
We ain't finna do it. See, if she does not be black, that's my advice for this time. All you need to know is you better not be black. And if you black, you better go bleach your skin and turn into Michael Jackson. Because, honey,
Adrian said somebody gonna end up telling. Adrian said somebody gonna end up telling.
I think the two son-in-laws who did it. Now they're gonna develop a bond because we both done hit mama.
Ooh. Not really, because let me tell you, one of them, like let's say one of the marriages, listen, if one of the marriages goes south and they're arguing, someone is gonna use that as they go to really hurt her. Then they're gonna throw the other brother-in-law under the bus. Y'all know how niggas do. Once they in hot water, bitch, everybody in trouble. Tell on yourself.
I'm taking everybody down with me.
I have 9 brothers. I can tell you how.
Antonio said you don't know that.
Legacy.
Hello, Antonio.
Legacy.
Antonio, I promise you, I know that like I believe in Jesus. One of them get in the argument, men are the quickest to hit below the belt. And what better way than, bitch, your mama didn't think so. Boom.
Legacy, you're trying to do a video chat. Call my cell phone.
Listen here. He could call whatever phone he need to call. You could call me, boo. You ain't got to call him. You could call me.
Oh, that's Kia.
Only on my 954.
That's Kia. That's Kia, the viewer. Kia, I can't answer you on a video chat if I'm already on live.
She probably want to go. She probably have an input she want to put in, so send her the link. But no, seriously, sweetie, either way it go, you either handle it now because it's gonna find you later.
What Jesse Money said? Let it go. Let it go. If a hole on a hole, nigga, let it go. Everybody need to let her go.
Let that go. Somebody gonna whoop her ass.
And then let her go when they get something. Let her go. Let her go.
That's gonna be so awkward at family reunions.
It wouldn't be a family reunion. When I tell you they gonna disown her ass, not talk to her, she won't even be able to see her grandkids.
Legacy, call my cell phone. Cause we need to hear from you. I know you got something to say about this topic.
He said hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Kia, if you want to
speak to Barbara.
Okay. Kia, if you want to call in or chime in.
I don't know if you gonna jump.
Click the link.
I don't care if you jump in a bag. But woman to woman, you can have that man. All of them.
Okay.
Click the link here, and then you'll come on live, and I'll join you to the panel, and we can hear what you got to say. I'm trying to get Legacy to call in. Mr. Legacy. You're not gonna call in? I said call my cell phone. I said it 4 times. No, I said it. No, I said it. I said it. Call my cell phone. You comment on the letter. Yeah, you already on my phone. I'm gonna put you on speaker. Can y'all hear him? Say something, Legacy.
Whore! She's a whore! And I constantly try to tell y'all about them. But TeAma is always taking up for them whores. And they're proving it. There's 2 shows back to back where these whores came out here and exposed themselves. And y'all sit up and just, y'all talk about telling yourself. She got fried, dyed, fricassee laid to the side, lettuce lips. And everybody is getting some of the fair pussy. That's what it's called. It's everybody get a ride fair pussy.
Not the fair.
Yes.
Right.
It's fair pussy.
Everybody ride the pussy.
Everybody get some, and then we'll decide later on how much we're gonna blackmail you, mama. You know what I'm saying? Next time we're gonna film you where he has his meat wagon in your mouth, and I'm gonna be in your ass.
Sir, you're supposed to be sick, sir.
I'm sick, but when I'm listening to T. Savage read this letter, it was just calling me. My chest just rolled over a little bit, just enough. Because I was trying to text it, and then it just wasn't coming through right. So I'm going to just say this, that y'all know that letter, that lady big whoring. And then TeAma going to try to find a way to blame it on the man. He probably already been screwing around. That man knows she was a whole
No, I didn't say nobody. I said it's a husband. Now, mind you, come on. If you had a vasectomy and your wife tell you she's pregnant, oh hell nah, bitch, we finna DNA swab this. That's why that baby in the pussy, honey. The simple fact that he don't care is the part that get me.
Yeah, but he don't, because that's just more leeway for him to get his divorce. She's well off, and she'll take care of him this time financially through the alimony. When her child pops up and that's not his. So she can be pregnant.
He's finna stick her for her paper? See.
Yes, he's finna take her for a little check.
Because she's an attorney. That's right, she's an attorney.
Yes. And she's out there. And then the second stuff. Listen,
okay, recap, girl, they coming for your paper. Go to the doctor, say your stomach hurt, get an abortion.
Lettuce lips open.
Don't even play with it.
She should have took some of her paper and learned how to keep her lettuce lips closed. Because she didn't want to sleep with her son-in-law. That's why it happened so easy. He came over and one thing
follow you with that one.
Before, and it just didn't lead to nothing. No, you just knew that you had an opportunity, and by nobody's supposed to be in there, you acted on your whorism.
Acted on her what?
On her whorism. So
This
she
man
allowed
supposed to be.
herself to fall victim to her whorism. And then the son-in-law, he already ain't shit nigga. That's why she thought that she can go on and fucking, excuse me, on the A.T.L world, but give him some. And if she go ahead and give him a little bit, you know, she was hoping that they could keep that, but she messed around and find out that the second son-in-law didn't tell. So she already knew by him not telling, that by him trying to console her, that he was trying to come play her home again.
No, that was the second one. That was the one that consulted her.
Exactly.
The second one.
Yeah, it don't say if it happened that night or the next day, but it seemed like it happened frequently right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
So she might have gave both of them some justice the same night. She probably slept with both of them the same night and let both of them re-skeet it. Because it seems like they just don't believe in condoms. And so now she done been re-skeeted in twice in one day. And now she don't know if she can tell her husband. What you mean? He already know that you just dirty doesn't be. Oh, God. Had to hold that one. But that's the whole reason that man when he got him
He's
is
supposed to be.
he already know that she was a slime slut bucket.
And his kids is grown.
Yeah. I already know.
Mr. Great. Mr. Great. If you could do this whole long drawn out thing, you get your ass on this broadcast.
No, I can't, because I don't want. I be on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I want to be able for y'all to see my exploitations of my facial expressions. Right now, the way that letter went.
I can do every facial expression you did when you said whore. She's a hoe.
But I don't want to say this part again. I want to let everybody know that my A.T.L family has been taking care of me. I know Anthony did try to keep it very, but I did come in contact with COVID, and I've been down for a little while, and my family definitely has been supporting me. She said and told him. Been checking up on it. TeAma even drove from Fort Lauderdale to bring me this special potion stuff called Immunical. And I wouldn't be where I'm at right now besides God and the other medication that I'm taking, vitamins and stuff that's being given to me. But that Immunical, I'm going to tell y'all, get with TeAma, slide your money. And let her get you your Immunical, because without that stuff right there, I'd probably be down and out worse than what I am. And I thank everybody for their blessings and prayers and all that y'all been doing. Melvin Simmons and my sister, Anthony Simmons, and everybody who participated in trying to help me get back to full strength. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Tonight I'm going to sleep.
Tanya Hodges said, "What's up?"
Who?
Tanya Hodges.
On the screen.
Oh, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm on the phone.
Well, I didn't know.
That's why I read it.
Thank you for your blessings and things. Thank you very much. Now, Tony.
Yes, sir.
I need you to represent for me.
Tanya said, "Legacy, please help us with this lady. This lady is nasty." And she pray you get better.
Who said that?
Tanya Hodges.
Oh, okay. Tell her I said thanks. She said, what about the lady T7?
She nasty. You need to help us with her.
Yeah, she. Now that's the time she should have been with Kim and should have just been drinking. She should have just been drinking all of the drink instead of injecting all of the drink.
Drinking what?
You know the nut. You just want me to say the nut. Everybody out here that had a little bit of nut on their lip, so let's not act like it's disgusting. Everybody done drunk a little bit. Everybody done drunk a little bit, and let's not sit up here because she didn't learn. She didn't go to y'all class, so she didn't learn that it was okay to swallow. She was just told it was okay to inject. And that's why she's in the situation that she's in. Tony.
Yes.
And let them know that you give out classes. Let them know.
Classes that do what?
That you don't always have to take injections.
Let me see.
Y'all, I'm gonna get off here and try to get me some sleep, man. I appreciate everything everybody did for me, doing for me. And on a serious note, when TeAma was saying about this COVID, it's not no game out here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about, and for those parents, and I really wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna bring this up and I'm gonna help and get out of here. To those parents that's out there that's siding with Ron DeSantis about their kids shouldn't have to wear masks, when your kid is reaching for you and they taking him or her back there in the back of the hospital and you can't go with them, I want you to have that same hope and that same energy when it comes down to somebody walking back out there and tell you that your child didn't make it. Because when this shit go to squeezing on your child's heart and lungs go to compressing, this thing is serious. Oh man, when I say it's serious, it's serious. And if you ain't got no good family or no good team behind you holding you down, I do understand how death can easily sneak up on you and take you in with this COVID thing. So please, family out there, y'all take it serious and go out there and protect yourself as much as you can. No, I'm not rallying for no vaccine, taking no vaccine shot, but do whatever you gotta do to protect you and your kids. If that means your kids gotta wear masks every day, all day, at least they can come back home to you safe and sound without having to worry about if they got COVID. I appreciate y'all time. I love y'all. I'm gonna go back to bed, y'all. Good night.
You can't go to bed watching.
Tanya said drink a lot of cranberry juice. That will help.
And for real, with what Legacy just said, y'all have kids that are underage and they get COVID, literally. You could be one of them parents that be like, we're gonna die together. They will not let you in the hospital with your child. When I say will not, will not. Nah, that won't even work for me.
So y'all, when it's time to vote again, we need to remember this feeling right here. We need to remember how this man sat in Tallahassee with his kids in private school sessions, probably in the house in the back, right there. You know, the grand wizard thing that he sit on out there in Tallahassee. Yeah, that's where he sit at the grand wizard council. And his kids probably don't even go to school. But for somebody to tell you that he would have the school defunded if they were to mandate that kids ought to wear masks. He need to, you know how they love to say impeach Donald Trump, impeach over Barack? Listen, citrus his ass and get him up out of that seat. Because if he was elected, that means that he can be removed by the people. We don't need to wait no more. We need to get him up out of there and get somebody in there that understands that our children are our future. And without them, it just seems like to me, and Tony can attest this, and TeAma can too, because I spend a lot of time talking to them about it. That it just seemed like the first COVID that came out was mostly for elderly people, and the youth was pretty much spared in the first flood of it. But it's like this time they made this thing to come in and attack the younger people because they didn't kill off enough of us in the first wave. So we have to pay attention because what man with common sense would tell school boards that if they make it mandatory that he would defund them. And you actually have people.
Legacy.
Yes, ma'am.
Tanya said COVID-19 is nothing to play with, but remember, everywhere you go, you need to wash your hands because you do not know who got COVID.
Yes, ma'am. Right. Yes, ma'am. But, you know,
people thought I was crazy going to work in gloves ever since the pandemic started. And they opened school back up. From the first day I got in there, I opened the door with a glove. And I have not touched a door handle, a public door handle in over a year. And they thought I was crazy. And now they around there buying gloves. That's why I'm running out, because y'all buying them now.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the Savage, you mean, we have a, we know that sometimes Savage can't say much because she is in a field where, she's monitored a lot and they try to control their wording. But I know that in my heart that, this woman loves children and she wants the best for her kids as well as she wants to be able to protect and provide for her own household. And to deal with that, that's a lot. And I pray for my sister that she don't, her and her staff be able to stay strong and stay away from what I'm dealing with and enduring, because I'm sorry, people don't care about what you go through. You don't have a lot of people that genuinely care about what you physically are going through just as long as they're not going through it. And that's why I say, child, do not go to public school. Your child may not even go to private school. You probably paying for it. Matter of fact, the people are probably paying for your child to have a private tutor in the house, teacher. And half of us can't even afford to give our kids tutors on a regular basis. So, but you right here on the people's budget. Your child is not being exposed to COVID, or your children, but you have the audacity to sit up there in your classmate outfit and talking about that you would do something to teachers and the Board of Education and school program if they make it mandatory. You need to make it mandatory to get your crack ass up out that seat. That's what needs to be made mandatory.
When I tell you, I can't count how many times a day I tell kids to put their mask on or put it over their nose. Countless. I catch kids without masks all the time. I stop them and make them stand outside my door, and I get them a mask. And they don't care. They act like it's not. The kids don't care. They act like it's not real.
You gotta realize that's their job as a kid. Like, we never thought about bills. So even though they know it's there, it's their job to not pay attention to that. Like,
and it's my job to reiterate that you ain't coming up in here without no mask on.
You're in middle school. That's why I say it's up to the adults. But when you have this full public figure that is literally talking about cutting school funds because masks should be optional, that really will put a son in kids' mind to be like, okay, so this really ain't real.
Right, and that's exactly what it is, T.L. and Savage. It's more of a, this can't be as serious as it is. The governor is saying, we don't have to. And it's all about getting a large enough people. And it doesn't, and I'm sorry, but it affects our race of people a lot differently than it does. As far as the demographics, it affects our race of people differently than it does the other people. Most of our people, a lot of our people can't afford to, get masks and sanitizers and things, the best sanitizers and things all the time. But to be in school where the school is going to provide this type of protection and hand out things like that, that should be some of the safest moments that our children should have, because the school is going to provide the best bacteria cleaning throughout the school. It should. And we're going to be able to give our people for it. So,
No, I ain't going to comment. Certain things I can't talk about.
But,
I just say it ain't what they portraying it to be.
Right.
It's not what they portraying it to be. And the thing about it, up until last week, children had the option, parents had the option to say, I don't want my child to wear a mask, or I'm going to sign this paper, and then they don't have to wear no mask. They just changed the rules at the end of last week, I believe, stating that everybody had to wear a mask, no exceptions. No, they're not. You got to wear a mask.
Right.
Read the comment there. Read the comment, Savage. Read the comment on the screen.
Tanya said, I'm just going to read the comment. Tanya says, do not take the shot because the shot makes you feel a totally different way. Remember to be clean and wash your area that you're in. Keep your mask on at all times. Remember to wash your hands at all times. I personally don't agree with that. I know somebody right now with COVID, and I feel like if he hadn't had the shot, he would be worse off than what he currently is. He'll be worse off. I feel like the benefits outweigh the risk. That's just my opinion.
I'm gonna say this. Even with me having COVID now, I still wouldn't get a shot because I mean, until that shot and Pfizer itself just got approved through the FDA.
Yeah, Pfizer. I heard that.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I heard that today about Pfizer.
Right. Pfizer has been the only vaccine that has been approved by the FDA, which means worthy of taking. So everything else prior to that makes you guinea pig. And sorry, I can't be, I'm already a guinea pig because it happened to me even without the shot. And I know people that have taken the shot, both of them, and have gotten COVID after taking the shot and have died. So I'm not saying
2 police officers had the shot, both died.
But I feel like if I'm taking a shot, there's no my chance of dying it shouldn't be on the same level as someone who has never taken it before. And people are still dying left and right with the COVID double shot. Now they're talking about booster shots to boost it back up. If you just gave it to people less than 4 months ago, 6 months ago, half a year ago. I mean, when we really look at the numbers, you have to ask yourself, COVID is wiping people out at an alarming rate, faster than AIDS, faster than cancer. And if Ebola or SARS actually would have been able to not be wiped out, it would have been on the same level. But what I'm trying to get you to see is how do you come up with a vaccine, a personal vaccine, in 1 year? Well, you came up with it in 8 months, but you have never came up with a vaccine to stop brain cancer. You've never came up with a vaccine to stop lung cancer, to stop HIV, to stop AIDS, and you've been working on this shit over 30 and 50 years, and you have nothing to stop it. But you're telling me that in 8 months, you've come up with a cure or a treatment for COVID, something that you ain't even heard about or known about less than a year ago. Come on, let's stop being guinea pig and let's stop just going by, oh, well, it's better than nothing. No, these people are trying to wipe us out with the vaccine or without it. But this is why we have to keep God first.
Beverly said in a matter of 5 days, there have been a high number of COVID cases in Broward County schools. Yet the governor is a mandate about taking away funding from schools. This man is slowly killing our kids. Tanya said, I believe they have a cure for all of this. This reminds me of back in the day how they did black people.
She's talking about the Tuskegee trial.
Tanya said, Legacy, call me when you get a chance. Or when you get a chance, call me.
Legacy lost the signal. Okay, interesting.
I feel like the cure for AIDS and cancer and all this other stuff can't be disclosed because it would hit the pharmaceuticals companies' pockets too hard. So if there is that out there, they're not going to disclose it. This right here, they are because it's killing people too rapidly.
And this is messing up the economy as far as money. Because if they keep shutting stuff down.
And it's not, and it's affecting black people, but it's not just killing black people.
Right.
It's killing us at a faster rate, but it's killing other races too. So
the reason it's killing us at a faster rate because we're the essential workers. We're the ones that are healthcare workers, the CNAs, you know, wiping floors.
Not only that, we the ones with the most health problems because we don't like to go to the doctor.
And we got the most health problems, you know, because we don't like to go take care of ourselves.
So I'm just going to disagree about the vaccine, and that's it.
I said definitely get vaccinated. That's just my opinion. Definitely get vaccinated.
You think about it, we took vaccines when we was younger. We know when they was. Well, you didn't tell me because I don't think Jehovah's Witnesses do vaccines, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tanya said the shot is a dead virus. Not the COVID shot. No, it's not. Most vaccines are a version of the virus, but from what I researched, it wasn't in COVID. What you gonna say, Teama?
No, I was saying only thing Jehovah's Witnesses don't do, they don't partake in blood. But my mom,
I was just watching Chicago Med.
I believe she used to make us get shots just because.
But see, back in the day when they gave us shots, we didn't question nothing. We just gave our kids the shot. We didn't question nothing. And all of a sudden, everybody thinks it's a conspiracy theory, but I really feel like the vaccine affects people differently. But I would rather have it.
Hold on a minute,
and possibly not go through worse symptoms than to not have it. I mean, it might make my symptoms less severe, and it might not. But I'd rather have that chance that it might make it better than it not. Especially with me personally, with my history.
I know Adrian over in Jamaica. He doesn't want to take the shot. I keep, trying to talk to him and convince him to do so. His mother just recently took it, so she was feeling a little under the weather as a side effect. It does do that. That is a side effect.
But remember, when I first was talking about it, and I was like, no, I was saying they implant chips in people's asses. That's what they're doing. They put trackers in people's asses. And I didn't want to do it at first. Tanya said it's about the money.
Okay. So,
what's about the money? What?
I don't know. But listen, so you guys, I can't tell you take a shot, not take a shot, do a shot. But listen, there's a product.
Shot of vodka.
It's by nobody ain't saying nothing about no shot of vodka.
You said shot. I just heard vodka.
It is a company. The company is called Immunotech. The product is called Immunical. The product speaks for itself. It's telling you it's for your immune system. Literally, me, myself, a month, I spent over $1,600 just on Immunical. I take it. My kids take it. My mama take it. My 3-month-old, oh, honey, he's Immunical to the gods. He was a preemie. He was born at 32 weeks. You cannot tell me this baby ain't a full-grown man. Tony,
yes, he is.
Am I lying? Honey, he's trying to crawl. He's 3 months. But this product is amazing. Magic Johnson been taking this since 92. He's healthier than all of us sitting on this panel. Okay? Look it up. It's in your doctor's PDR. But while y'all going through this shit, y'all better get it. This is what Legacy was saying, honey. Look it up, look at the reviews, do a screenshot, look it up.
How much of a supply
one bad review on this?
It's a 30-day supply per box.
It's a 30-day
How many
supply.
take per day?
One a day.
Who, me? Okay,
people,
so mind
regular people.
For people, you get one a day. It's a 30-day supply. And if you be like, oh, it's too much of money, one thing about it, you cannot afford not to take it. Because if your ass is out of work, guess what? You still ain't going to make no money. Guess what? Your bills are going to pile up. So one thing I hate about our culture, someone will give you the Holy Grail, and the first thing you'll say, you know what? I can't afford to take this. I can't afford. You can't afford not to take it. Because if you put together the days that you're going to be out of work compared to you never becoming sick, how can you afford not to buy it. But I buy so many packs, and I buy for me. I buy for my mother. I buy for my, like, honey. I buy in bulk. So that's a whole nother thing. And it has also helped me beat cancer too many times to count it. So that was just a little plug. Back to the date. Back to regular programming.
Okay. Tanya says, look how they let other people to come over here and they do not know who have it. When I took the shot,
it gave me a headache and it made me feel dizzy. Yeah, me too. 24 hours later, I felt like that, but it passed like less than 24 hours. I was okay.
Wait. So tomorrow, my 12-year-old is going to have the vaccine done through Pediatric Associates. My 10-year-old wants to get it done, but she's 10. She can't get it done.
Run, babies, run.
Tanya said when I went to go take my shot, I asked him, he told me it's COVID-19 going inside you with his dead. Okay, I'm not here to debate. Whatever.
So I guess we're finished with the letter with the lady with the slut pocket.
Yeah, we been finished with her, cause honey, only Jesus can help her, and she might want to call on him, cause she a whole mess in one. I can't even relate to her thing.
She's a whole whore.
Tell me, what's the last number of your phone number?
4375.
The last number.
Oh no, that's
That's from having too many. That's from having too many damn phones.
What's the last number?
6659.
Okay.
What's my 5179?
Okay, I'm just making sure you got this text I'm sending you. I don't know which phone to send it to.
Since we offer the letter, I just want to end the letter segment.
Dear A.T.L. is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to TheAnthonyBrownShow at gmail.com.
Hey. Okay, we's back. We is back. Let me get back over here. Get to the topic at hand. The topic is, why are our children being driven to sports, music, and drug dealing as a way out? And what made me come up with this topic, I was following this person. He's actually a millionaire, and he's in his 20s. And that's one of the things that he said in his bio when he was, giving his introduction or telling about his story, how he made it into his millionaire status, was that he thought that was the only way out as a kid, because he came from a single parent. His mother was raising him and his brothers. He was the oldest of, I think, 3 or 4 kids. He being the oldest, the only way he saw out was he had a basketball scholarship, by the way. He played sports, so he figured sports was the only way out. Sports, music, or drugs. Well, he didn't want to sell drugs, of course, and he wasn't musically inclined, so therefore he had to get it with his athletic ability. Well, what ended up happening is he ended up having an accident. And got an injury, so his sports career was partially over. So at that point, he would either go to I think he said it was a D2 or D3 school or something. It was like a junior college, played for 2 years, and transferred over back to a D1 school, and then and better his chances of getting chosen, into the pros or whatever. Go ahead, Savage.
Tanya said, I pray every day and ask the Lord to touch me and my family. Me too, Tanya. All you can do is stay covered in the blood, girl.
That's right.
Know where your help comes from. Handama Shandama.
Iboshe. But anyway, okay.
Hey, EBB Shanama.
Yes.
So crazy.
I saved it in there just for a moment like this. Okay.
Okay.
Give him
you
praise.
going to hell, bro.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
So anyway, so like I said, so back to the topic. So he thought that his only way out was through sports. Well, come to find out, he then graduated, got his bachelor's degree in his field of study, and he was never chosen. He was never selected. He never made it into the NBA because he was a basketball player. So he says the greatest thing that ever happened to him is a friend. I think it was a friend or a cousin or somebody handed him a book to read, and he said and the person, when they handed it to him, they said, when you read this book, it's going to change your life forever. And that book was Rich Dad Poor Dads by Robert Kiyosaki. And one thing about the wealth is what they teach their kids that the poor people don't teach their children is how to make money for you, and your dollars recycled in your community over and over again. Whereas in the Black community, we take our money, as soon as we get our check, we want to go buy some Jordans, which means you're taking your money out of your community. You want to buy Jordans, the latest lace front, the latest this, the latest that. You got to keep up with the Joneses. You got to look rich even though you're poor. You got to look like you got it going on even when you don't. I know more people that live in the projects, which is a fixed income, but they got the baddest clothes. They got a Louis Vuitton belt. A Louis Vuitton belt is $250. A Gucci belt is $175. But you live in the projects. I can't understand this. Even if you got on the fake one, it still was $80.
Shit.
Your pants could have been held up with a $10 belt from Walmart, but because it didn't have the Louis Vuitton logo on it for extra $90, you didn't want to wear that one.
You better draw it on there.
So that's what the question at hand. Why are our children today are being driven that those are the only 3 methods to get out, to make it? They don't know about. In this day and age with technology being what it is, kids are so much smarter, they have so many more opportunities to do bigger and greater things than we did when we were kids. Like I was just telling today, I was doing a notary at a client's house today, and I was explaining to them that kids today, they're so much younger, but yet they're so much more smarter and wiser. I think like even just programming the remote control. I had to have one of my nieces and nephews program the remote control. Because again, technology, they were on top of it. They're like, oh, Uncle, I got this. And it was done. Programming the TV one time. They're like, oh, Uncle, I got this. And boom, 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 it was done. That doesn't say too much for me on the other hand, but kids these days, they're just so much further technology-wise. And so why are we pushing our kids towards technology, towards cyberspace, towards business, starting your own business? Help me out.
I, as an educator, it's funny that we're talking about this because we were having a meeting the other day. We decided to incorporate a little bit of a different type of curriculum into the classroom with our 8th graders because a lot of them, when you say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a football player. So right now, we currently have them, right now my class is doing career projects. They had to fill out an assessment, which would direct them based off their answers of what's a good profession for them. Then they had to take that profession, write a 6-paragraph written report on it, and now they're working on a 6-slide Google presentation about their specific career. So our goal is to expose them to things other than football and basketball. Like those couldn't be what you want to be when you grow up. That's fine, that's your goal, but you ain't doing it in my class. Okay, we have to be realistic. I'm not saying your dreams can't be achieved, but how many people get kicked out of how many people? You know, I really think it's the infatuation of the fast money,
glamour,
the jury, the women, the freedom. I just feel like our kids are not exposed to other careers. One might say, I want to be a teacher or be a doctor, but that's it. I got one kid in my class who discovered he wanted to be a meteorologist. You know, and I just feel like if we weren't doing the things that we're doing currently with the career project, they would have never discovered that or even thought about that. They feel like a career is being a manager across the street at Taco Bell. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what we aiming for. We aiming higher than that, you know?
Now don't get me wrong, people. I truly believe in all my heart of hearts that the greatest entertainers, the greatest athletes have not yet been discovered. The only difference between your children or our children and the people that are discovered is they had an opportunity to be discovered. You know, because let's say, for example, Legacy's son, he got boys. They could be the greatest athlete in the world, but if they're not exposed and put in front of the right people to be discovered, their talent would never be known, and they could be the greatest athlete in the world. Savage has a daughter that, and I'm sure she probably sing in a church choir or whatever. You know, now she may be, maybe not. But let's say if she sings in the church choir,
okay,
she may. She was messing up my story.
I'm sorry.
So if she sings in the
Don't
church,
come for AJ.
Okay, she may be one of the most talented vocalists in the world, even better than your Whitney, your Beyonce, your Celine Dion's, you know, your Mariah Carey's. But again, if she's not exposed and put in the front of the right person to hear her, she'll never be discovered. That's what I try to tell people. You know, I feel, and again, I may stand corrected, but the greatest athletes, the greatest vocalists, the greatest singers, the greatest whatever have not yet been discovered.
That's a good synopsis, Mr. Brown. For me, when it comes to why we are put in this box of being said, oh, well, this is y'all avenue right here. This is where y'all flourish at. This has been, I mean, let's just look at it from years ago. Even in slavery, black folks were pitted against one another to fight each other. Men were brought from different slave camps to fight each other to death, and for little straps to be able to say I got to slice the apple pie tonight when everybody else got scraps. So these things have been embedded in our brains that the only way that we can ever get ahead or be looked upon as somebody is through rap, is through baseball, is through basketball or football. And then those that are neuroscientists and neurologists and things of that nature, those things, because we don't preach to our children anymore that these are the backbone. These different jobs. And I hate to say this, but we do need great police officers and we do need great firefighters and doctors and things out here, because that's what actually makes the world go round. The backbone of our country are, the trash guys and the people that go out and do the grunt work of our country that, nobody wakes up and say, oh, I want to be a trash man or a trash woman. But if you look around and nobody takes those jobs or those positions, then everybody's living on a bunch of trash. So every job is just as important. It's just how people glorify certain jobs. I remember growing up that it was a great thing to grow up and be an attorney or a doctor. And at that time, doctors and stuff were making anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000 a year. But because we're so filled with greed and gluttony that even those jobs, as great as they may be, are still considered average jobs to someone who can look upon and say, you mean to tell me I can half-ass in school, just keep a certain GPA, be great on the field, be great on the court, be great at this, and people are gonna pass me along and tell me that I'm great all my life until I blow out my ACL, until I blow out my MCL, or until I blow out my Achilles tendon, or until I have my whole kneecap removed and I can't do the things that I used to do. And these are the things that our kids are not taught, that, you know, going into the NFL is like, I think there's 148 people or 149 people drafted to the NFL yearly. But we have almost over 3,000 colleges throughout the United States. And football and things of that nature are dreams to have, but we also have to reach out and teach our kids that to have a solid foundation is to be yeah, exactly. No, football should be a plan B, baseball should be a plan B. Plan A should be able to graduate from high school, to graduate from college with a degree that no one can take this from you. Once it's yours, it's yours. You earn that. And then along the way, if you became a millionaire after getting that or while getting that, and if that included sports or you being a neuroscience, a scientist or an astronaut, you can do all the things that you see white and Asian people do. But we as a race of people don't push our kids to think like that. It's us that allow ourselves to be put in a box. And I'm gonna just go ahead, see. Go ahead, Savage.
I was raised that once you get an education, nobody can ever take it away. That's why I was always so determined to get one, because I knew I was gonna act a donkey at all times. But I knew that was a part. There was something that they couldn't take away from me, no matter how much of a fool I acted. You can't take away my letters.
Mm-hmm. But we have to.
Yes.
But we have to continue. I mean, like Tony said earlier about having, you know, at this time where we are now in life, and in this era where education is at your fingertips, the vast majority of kids wouldn't even know how to pick up a thesaurus or an encyclopedia or a dictionary to be able to go out there and find certain things in those books, because they're in the informational era, to where everything is at your fingertips, at your tip of your tongue. Ask Google this, ask Google that, ask Alexa this, ask Alexa this. But nobody asks Alexis, what are the percentages of me becoming a professional athlete? Nobody asks Google, what are the percentages of me as a black man or a black young lady being able to become a successful teacher and things of that nature. So we have to just remind that we are, and not what someone else is. You are an auntie, as an uncle, as a mother, as a father. You are the person that has to water that flower. You are the ones that have to stand around and pick the weeds from around your flower to make sure that nobody else comes in and choke the life out of whatever dreams and aspirations that your kid may have. And you are the one that has to cultivate that. And if that means chopping off family and friends, then so be it, because you want to make sure that your child his or her minds continue to open up and receive all what God has for him or her. And if we are sitting back and allowing other people to bestow dreams in our children's minds and we don't have any partake in it, then guess what? We're the one doing them the injustice.
True.
I'm gonna be honest. I had to approach my students with caution when they said stuff to me like, I want to be a football player. You know, I had to have that, not I want to crush your dream, but let's
Let me get something else to look at.
but let's push that and let's have a backup plan. Let's just have a backup plan. In my mind, I'm like, well, okay, now you like 4'11" and 100 pounds. Would you say something?
Legacy just shared something else with you. You can also add to that when you're talking to him that there's only, what you said, 149 people selected a year.
Oh, yeah, so, and for the pros, I think it's like 100 and some kids that are actually being chosen for, the NFL, and then even those that are chosen to on that day or on those days, even when they get chosen, they still have to make the cut, because just because someone chose you don't necessarily mean you're gonna make the team. So you can be chosen and then get there to the team and don't make the cut, and you get cut off the team, and now your dream is still deferred. So it's not, oh, I got drafted, I'm there. No, you still have to make a 55-man roster. 55-man roster to be able to make that.
55 men on this team?
Yeah.
You see, we didn't even know that.
I be too busy watching thighs running across that field. I don't like sports, but I like thighs. So I got a thigh fetish, America. Watch out for your thighs. I'm looking.
You looking at them thighs, I'm looking at them cakes.
Oh, God. You see how y'all done distracted the children and everything.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay, let's get back on focus.
I'm sorry. You said 55 pairs of healthy thighs.
Somebody get my sisters, because they need some help. They need help. They need help. I thought we was helping the children today.
We helping everybody. Well, how they say, mama gotta have a life too.
It's more so you're not helping the children with this conversation. You're actually helping the mentors, the parents, because a lot of kids, when it comes to sports per se, or I want to be a rapper or a singer, they parents vicariously, some kids like Beyonce them, her dad basically gave her the life he wanted. So like literally he conditioned them to it. And then if like you have these little league, from little league, you got your kids in football to middle school to high school, and you like, oh, we going for pros. Some parents go for broke, thinking that their kid will make it into the pros.
Right.
So you got to change the whole mindset of the parents.
Yes.
Half of this stuff stimulates the kid to be at the point that they don't even want to play football no more. But their parents done put they all into them, so it's either this is what I got to do. And then when it don't pan out, that kid be looking crazy.
Oh man, I just witnessed that. I know this is real life, but I just witnessed that on American. I just witnessed that the boy mama was like making him play football or something, and he had been going through. She wanted him to go to the pros, and he just wanted to play locally at the school. And he was willing to give it up. You know, at first he was sticking with it because he didn't want to let his mama down. Like TeAma said, they don't want to let their parents down. But reality is, they used to love it, but now you make them hate it.
And T Savage and TeAma, y'all hit something dead on the point. My oldest son, I had him playing ball from 5, and he loved it. And as he got in high school, they dominated. When I tell you they dominated, and they won state championship in 6A level football. I think they lost 1 or 2 games that season, but they ended up winning the state championship at the end. And he was so elated. And so when it came time for my son to go off to college, my son came to me and had a discussion with me. And he was like, Dad, I was like, what's up? And he was like, how would you feel if I told you I didn't want to play football no more? And at that moment, I kind of already knew that he hadn't got to a point. We talking about 5. We talking about 5, and we talking about 19. Now that's pretty much like a whole career of playing football from 5 to 19. Hell, you can almost retire off a job like that.
Okay.
And I told my son, I told him, that decision was gonna be his decision, and that whatever he chose to do, I'm gonna be cool with it. And I told him, he had scholarships and things like that. He went to college still, but he had burnt himself out from playing so much that if I would have pushed him to go ahead and play at the next level, he probably would have hated me and he probably would have hated himself. Now, we talk all the time now about it, and he do wish that he would have played because he got a couple of his friends that are finna get ready to go to the draft that'll probably be getting ready to play in the NFL next year, that he was just as good as they were. But he's okay with his decision because now he's working on getting his nursing degree, and that's what he want to do. But had I had I need you to go on out there and do this and that, having, like you say, that relationship and being able to know that, if that child doesn't want to play anymore, whether it's a youth or a teenager or an adult, you have to be able to, sit to the side and say, you know what, I can understand and I appreciate everything. Because most parents do try to live their dreams or things that they wanted to do in high school and college through their children. And then when their children don't reach the expectations or the climax that they thought their child was gonna be, then they end up in a way making their kids feel that like they're failures. When you should have been putting your expectations in your children far as becoming a doctor or a minister or whatever he or she wants to do, as long as it was beautiful and inspiring to the world that, these are some of the talents that God gave and bestowed upon me. Now I'm gonna bestow them upon the world.
And I think if we as parents, if we actually sit down, like you said, Legacy, and talk to the child to find out what the child wants, because sometimes they may choose or want or desire non-traditional outlooks in life. For example, they may, usually when you think nursing, you think women. So for a man to go into the nursing field, although there are lots of men in the nursing field, technically that's a non-traditional. You wouldn't think that. It's like, when you think of a baker or a cook, you're thinking of, the baking, you think of the women. Seamstress, sewing, a tailor, and some of the best tailors are men. Some of the best hairstylists, hairdressers are men. I've seen women firefighters, but when you think firefighter, you think of a man. But I've seen women as firefighters, and they're killing the game. I've seen women as cops. They're tussling and tassling with dudes and winning and get them down. So sometimes the children they seek after non-traditional career goals, but like I said, so we as the adult, we have to allow them to be able to find themselves, find their way, and yet the same token, make them feel comfortable enough to be able to talk to you about anything, and let them know up front, hey, if this is what I would like you to do, or this is what I kind of want to push you into. But if that's not what you want, you don't have to. What is it that you want? Find out what they want and help develop that. Because he or she may say, I want to learn how to paint or whatever, and may become a famous painter. But whatever it is, help that child develop what's within them.
Tony, my second oldest son, I remember, he playing for the same high school that his father played, and then playing right behind your brother, your oldest brother, just won a state championship, and now here you are in your junior year, and now you got to follow in these footsteps. And then I remember my son, he was playing outside linebacker for my high school, and I remember he was good, but he also he loved making money.
Okay.
He froze. He didn't just stop talking. Legacy never just stopped talking.
I didn't freeze. I was trying not to have the train in the background.
What?
But, yeah.
You stopped talking? Somebody take a picture of this. Kodak moment here. It's a screenshot it, Anthony. Screenshot it. I love you, Legacy.
I love y'all too, but my son came to me, and by my oldest son being able to come to me, and my oldest son he made it easier for my second oldest to be able to come to me, because I remember he had football practice one day, but they scheduled him to work, and he was like, sorry, coach, but I gotta go to work. And the coach was like, well, Mario, you need to choose between football and work. So Demarie went home. He went on to work. So Demarie called me and he said, Dad, I need to talk to you. I was like, what's up? He was like, I don't want you to be mad at me. He said, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish playing football. So I was like, well, why not? He was like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad, I prefer to be at work, making my own money, and where I ain't gotta be calling you or asking my mama to pay my phone bill and things of that nature. Yeah, I'd rather just go ahead and work. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't want 2 state championships. Tyrese done got one. We don't really gotta have another state championship. And I was like, well, you're right, son. So if you're not quitting football just because you want to hang out with friends. You're doing something that because you want to have a car by the time you graduate. So I was not going to ridicule him for putting his financial status or situation above playing high school football. And some of us have to learn to stop living our high school and college dreams through our children and hear what they got to say, because around about that age, they definitely have their own opinion and thoughts on what they want to do and what they want to be. So we got to really just open up our eyes and our minds and our hearts to what it is our children are trying to tell us.
Okay, awesome. I just want to also remind everybody that if you're new to the channel and new viewing the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it so much. We're on our road to 5,000. We need the subscriptions, the subscribers. So subscribe. Please subscribe, and definitely hit the thumbs up, the like, because when you hit the like button, it sends an alert to YouTube with the algorithm. How do you say it? The
algorithm.
The algorithms. It does
algorithm.
Something.
I think it's algorithm. Algorithm.
Yeah.
That there. It does something with that there.
The A word.
The A word. so that YouTube will yes. It sends alerts to other people that may also want to view similar topics and similar types of channels. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and by all means, if you see any value in this and what the topic that we're talking about tonight, whether it was a letter or whether it was the topic at hand, definitely share this on your social media so that your friends and family can come over here and also enjoy the A.T.L family, because we would love to have them as part of our family.
Yes, we would.
And also, guess what? It's $2 Tuesday. So we're trying to get a call-in phone line. So if you would like to help support the channel, you don't necessarily have to. And I don't want to appear to be in a begging situation, but if you want us to support the channel in any way, you can. The Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. PayPal, $2 Tuesday. That's $2. Goes a long way. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, and when you come on, and once we get this our telephone line, you know, we definitely want you to come on here and bless us with your voice and things of that nature. You know, sometimes come on there and tell TeAma she wrong, because she be wrong a lot. So when you get that call in, just call in and say, TeAma, sit your ass down. Just sit your ass down.
My best, you trying to bring your sick ass from Immunicare, and you set it up.
Okay.
Girl, say that again.
Listen,
you better say that again.
And I drove. I came down 11 o'clock at night.
Hey, you know what? That's that sick dude. Listen, the legacy is trying to come out. Dream is the one that's sick, and so legacy is that motherfucker that's talking crazy. Dream appreciate it. and love you. Legacy has to get his shot in. So right
y'all
now,
better get on the same page, but y'all be getting half from Unical. One half for you.
Listen, I'm so sleepy. I can't do no rounds with nobody. You fight yourself. You'll see how many times out of yard tonight. My voice even changing. I am tired. My body is doing the real fight. She is tired.
Okay.
Savage. Yeah.
Go ahead, T.
Savage, let me tell you this story about when we went over to his house to take down.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It was so funny. Savage, see, I'm gonna tell you something. Who gonna knock on the door? Cause you know I ain't never been to his house before, and I don't want to knock on his door, and it'd be a situation where somebody, you know, he might have an old lady or something might answer the door.
No, and TeAma gonna knock her out. She comes out.
Listen. I say it straight up. I say I know I'm cute, so I'm not finna go knock her.
I said, well, hell,
my God.
But they might still get mad because I'm a pretty bitch too. So
this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy.
You so stupid when they don't Legacy don't like no sauce.
Sure don't.
Now mind you, I was cute, had on my face.
Yes.
I'm gonna go knock on this man's door. I knock on his door. I know I'm cute. Oh yeah, you fucking huh?
And you had Unique and Monique out like that.
Monique.
Unique and Monique was out, girl. You better stop.
Unique and Monique.
Hey look. I was trying to nurse the man back to health, girl.
Yes, we just have.
That man said he lactose intolerant. He can't take no dairy. Dairy made the flip worse. He couldn't do that.
Okay.
See, but TeAma, you know, both of y'all pretty much y'all got that pure protein in them jugs. Y'all got that milk that you can put in bottles and drop off.
That's 4 gallons of milk right now.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Hey, look, that's why I brought you this Immunical. It has 15 in it. Look on that. It has 15 in it. Boom, boom. Boom.
Listen.
Got you.
Listen, that milk that y'all be producing, that stuff right there cannot do Immunical though. It cannot do Immunical.
Listen, right there, I ain't produced milk in so long. My milk is powder. Okay, my baby's 17. It's powder.
This girl. Real Immunical. But listen though, T, ladies, I'm telling y'all, and everybody, please listen. I'm telling you, please hold that box back up again, Savage. TeAma. Yeah, that box right there. That box right there. There it is, right there. Immunical. Yeah.
Is it 2 different kinds or?
No, the same kind. The other one just got a little glow on the box. But that right there is what y'all need to get. I'm telling you, you need to get this. You need to get it to your children. You need to make sure that they have it in their system. Let me tell you something. And I meant to tell you, I'm glad we're still on. I remind you, Tony and TeAma, y'all, I haven't been able to taste food in over a week. I haven't been able to smell food in over a week. Tonight, while we was just on the show, I just got some food. And I was the first time, and it wasn't, I'm talking about before I was taking Immunical, nothing was happening me be able to taste food or eat. I can taste food, I can taste drinks now, and that's just 2 days of me taking that. Hold it up there again, Tony. Immunical. Get you a box. How many is in the box, Tony?
It's 30 in the box. It's a 30-day supply.
30 in the box, 30-day supply. Everybody, please. We're gonna try to get a link to where you can order them through me or TeAma or even Tony. But we're definitely, I'm advising everybody. It's definitely something that helps with inflammation around the lungs in your body, things like that. When you go and look it up online, it'll tell you how Immunical fights off COVID virus pretty much better than everything they have out there. This is why they're not talking about it because it's all natural and the pharmaceuticals can't make any money off of this. Please, please get you a box. Reach out to TeAma, reach out to Savage, one of us, and let us know if you want to buy a box. The 30 is worth it. I'm telling you, it's going to take care of your whole household. It's going to make sure that it builds up your immune system stronger than it ever had before. And like I say, I haven't been able to eat in a week far as in tasting food, but in 2 days of treatment from this, my tastes have just come back. I could not taste it. I'm telling you, I don't even really talk or advocate for nothing out here that I don't know nothing about. This is something that I've only been starting to drink for 2 days. And when TeAma said that she's willing to put her life and put her kid like that's business. I put mine too. This is something that we need to get behind and start talking about because this right here is definitely the truth. Go get you some Immunical.
Matter of fact, I remember when TeAma said, "You're gonna feel the difference after your first try." So I think it was it Friday?
That was Sunday night when y'all brought it about 11 o'clock to me.
And that's when he had his first dose. He went to sleep. Yep. And the next morning, he took a second dose.
Remember when we left? He was taking the first dose. He was like, "Wait, I can't taste nothing, but I'm able to taste this apple juice."
Mm-hmm.
I was.
First dose.
The very first dose of taking it. And I mean, you think you got to take a lot of it, but you're only taking like an ounce of whatever you like to drink and the mixture in it together, shake it up great, drink it all. It gets sudsy, go put your little water in it and drink the rest of that because you don't want to let none of that nutrition go. And I'm guaranteeing.
1 minute. Put the link in there. My mom's gonna come on.
And
so listen, my mom say no. She's telling me tell them how it works. She didn't catch the beginning because my mom was in the meeting.
Right.
So, Mom, you get on and you tell them how Immunical works, and you also tell them where I have been and how I got to where I'm at now. Now, mind y'all, I have had cancer 7 times. When I gave birth to my son, I had cancer. Well, I have cancer in my body. Everybody on the panel is looking crazy because I did not tell anyone. This fight has been mine. That's why I'm like, my body is like, listen, I'm beyond tired. But, baby.
I knew, don't listen to her. I knew.
Cancer done came. No, you knew from with Tyson that I had the cancer, but nobody else knew.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But more than 6 times I done cheated death, which gonna be a 7 this go round here. But
you better believe it,
man. This junk here is the Holy Grail.
I don't know. Well, I do know because Tony helped me understood it yesterday. He was like, bro, what are you talking about? This is all natural. Pharmaceuticals don't get big kickbacks from things that are all natural. And when I tell you, I think when you're going through illnesses and you're feeling certain way and you don't know, and it ain't because I've ever thought, Tony, I'll tell you, I'm definitely one person that was saying I'm faith of a mustard seed. So I wasn't never even thinking about, being succumbing to, this right here was going to be my all be all. So I wasn't never worried about that. But when you see somebody step out on faith, like TeAma was saying about how good this Immunical was, you like, hold on, this woman is, and I know how she is about her nieces and her son and things of that nature. So when she stepped out on that and was like, bro, I'm willing to, stand on that with my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
I believe in Jesus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you got somebody that got a whole damn house stocked with it, and she has it stocked up. And that means she lives by what she's talking about. She don't just just talk about
And let
something.
me
No,
go
she
on
lives
record.
by it.
Immunical do not pay my bills, but it definitely takes
No,
away from all my bills.
none.
Let's be
And
clear.
but she stands by this, and the story that how she came about it and how it has transformed and helped her life along with her sister and her nieces and things that nature and our legacy. You know, I'm definitely an immunical person, and I will continue on from this day forward in my life. You know, advertising for them for free because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because to be able to, and I was doing the research today, and I was looking at how immunical it talks about how COVID um attacks the respiratory system and it causes inflammation around the lungs and things and heart. That's where it starts to cause the problem. But the immunical, it's a long G word. I don't know how to pronounce it at this moment. But it's G, but the abbreviation is GHS. That's what they have on the box, and it stands for that. But what that does is it goes into the bloodstream and it
The
works its way.
glutathione.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That works into the bloodstream,
How you
and
know it's
it
a him, sir?
savage.
Okay.
You
Can
know
I
she
have
was
it?
coming.
God,
No.
I don't have the strength to win against you today.
Let me get this win, bro.
It's hard sometimes. It's just hard.
You know it's
But
hard out here for a pimp.
Lord help us.
Carry
Oh,
on, sir.
God. But it goes into the bloodstream and it goes and it attacks right where the inflammation is, and that's the vast majority of what COVID is. It causes so much inflammation and pain on you on the respiratory system. And I'm like, that night when TeAma gave it to me, I was having chest pain. I was like, Lord, I don't want to have to go up in these folks' hospital. And I was sitting there, I mean, and let me tell you, I knew it was God. And I mean, like I say, I was laying on my bed, hadn't even thought about TeAma and Tony coming by my house to bring me this stuff no more. And my phone died. TeAma had never been to my house, and Tony knew my house, knew my address, but he had never been either. I always go by Tony's house, or TeAma live
Hey,
way
wait,
out.
flag on the plate. Flag on the plate. This man does not park at his house. He parks a little bit up and on the other side. Nah.
He don't want the rest of his windows bust out.
He don't want them women to know specifically the address where he resides.
Lordy,
Cause you
Lordy,
can't
Exactly.
Lordy.
shit where you eat.
I am good.
Saying something about
Hey,
it.
look.
I
Hey,
am
look.
good in
I'm just
wholesome.
gonna put that out there.
I
I'm
am
gonna
just
say back to that camera. Drake.
I
Drake.
am good and wholesome. Good and wholesome.
We looking
Wholesome.
at the houses for real, for real. We looking at houses. We like this us. I say
My
maybe
phone,
that's it was too funny. It wasn't like
yeah,
he's directly across. Can't see the numbers. Call in. Tony, send my mom the link to her phone.
but yeah, to her phone. But listen, but Immunical people,
It's the
please
truth. It's the
listen.
truth.
It's not for you taking it when you're sick. It's a protein that you can take daily. I'm talking about it's just a little 2 minute. You grab your cup, put your drink in it. It tells you how far to pour it to. You know, for every ounce of liquid that you
For
add
every
into the cup,
pack, 1 ounce.
is 1 ounce. So if you pour 2 pints in, you need 2 ounces of liquid. Take it well, drink it. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you, by being a protein, it also curbs your appetite to where you don't have to have, you know, food in your system when you take this. And when I tell you, please just, you know, reach out. You can call me. You can reach out through the A.T.L show, leave us an email or something about it. me or TeAma, definitely TeAma, because her and her moms are the expert on this. I'm just starting to expert. So I'm gonna be a hell of an expert on it because this is something that I want in my system every day. It also prevent the common cold. When I say by prevent, it keeps it down to where it's be so much harder for you to get or activate the common cold in your body. You can go around, you still need to wash your hand and things of that nature, and keep your mask and stuff on, but you're more likely to not get COVID with this in your system than it is when you don't have it in your system. Now, this is the vaccination.
If
This is the
I don't know
vaccine
no
that
better,
you
Legacy, you're a consultant for Immunicare? Yes.
Okay.
listen. When I told her, I get up and I call Tony in the morning. I text you early this morning, trying to tell you how I was feeling. Tony said, you know good well Tyson got that girl sleep. I said, I got to tell her something because people got to understand what Immunicare is. It is the COVID vaccine shot in powder form without having to be guinea pigged on.
So now the girls can go back to asking you what their mouth do.
What the fuck? I told you that I was sick, Tony, and I ain't had no business on here tonight.
I ain't said nothing wrong. What I said wrong? Okay, we'll be quiet.
Wow.
Mama, when you coming on? Cause these folks need to know about us. Need to know about it.
I sent another link.
They need to know about Immunicare. Immunicare, oh Immunicare, come and pour you 1 ounce in the cup, and it'll help you feel more better in less than 4 hours.
Did I hear? Brr.
Dr. Calling.
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing else, but
TeAma, you gotta help me. They trying to Jones on me. Says
I'm walking mine through to come on here.
Okay, because they need to understand about that Immunicare. Oh, it helps fight off cancer. It helps fight off arthritis, inflammation in your body. I'm talking about, come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get us some Immunicare.
What I normally tell people when they don't understand is talking to 2 of my previous doctors is that when normally look what Tanya said. Tanya, miss.
What?
Tanya said legacy. No,
I said legacy, no sex. No sex in the champagne room. Absolutely. Positively. No sex in the champagne room.
But what I normally tell you, when you die from a form of inflammation. So, for example, if you die of a heart attack, it's because your heart was inflamed. That's inflammation of the heart. If you die, let's say, from cancer, it's because your arteries were inflamed. That's inflammation. Right. So you're still dying of inflammation. They just call it different names because wherever the inflammation attacked, that's what they call it. So if inflammation attacked the heart, they call it a heart attack. But it was inflammation. If you died of cancer, they call it cancer, but inflammation attacked your cells. So if you died of lupus, whatever you died from is a form of inflammation. So the whole secret of the game is get the inflammation out of the body. So
one thing that also helps that helps bring inflammation along into your body. And I know a lot of us have been duped for a long time, but milk is not good for your body.
Milk is pus.
Yes, milk causes more inflammation than anything that you possibly can drink. It is not good for the body. It builds up mucus pockets in your body and things, and that's when inflammation swells up and causes problems. But you're not going to get doctors to talk about it because it's not about healing your body. It's about keeping you medicated. And as long as you're continually medicated, that means that there's more dividends and profit sharing and profit growth for the big corporations, not about you getting healed. So
y'all don't hear Dr. Legacy.
This woman. Listen, when I tell you, I did a bunch of reading today on the Immunicality and how does it.
Because remember, I told you, I say do the research. No matter what nobody tell you, anybody and their mama could tell you this'll be good for you, that'll be good for you. If you got a product that been around for more than 70-something years, and you cannot bring a bad review to me, a review. You cannot give me one negative thing on this product. Once you get to that point, there ain't nothing you can tell me.
I wonder if our friend, who we all know, that has fibromyalgia, I wonder if it would help him.
Listen, I told him he should try it, and you was on the phone.
He's gonna have to drink about. He's gonna have to drink about 7 of them at one time.
All the way down. So in my world, long as I tell you whatever happens, I give you the information. It's up to you to take.
Shut up, Legacy. I heard you, fool.
Right.
I know. You just gotta keep going above it. Go above it. You gonna be in a whole.
Well, it's easy to go above Legacy because he's so damn short.
Says the person who's the shortest person on our team.
I am not.
You
Listen,
are.
I'm not the shortest person on the team.
Hey, listen, and don't get
Damn, he ain't taller than me. Don't you let that man fool you.
Listen, you walk on your tippy toes to try to fool people of your height.
Listen, TeAma, I'm tired of telling this story. I am tired. Yeah, this Immunicality is really working now. I'm tired of telling this story.
Tippy.
This woman is lying. She is shorter than me. She likes to stand on her titties. She likes for her titties to be puffy. Yes, they fluff, but they're not taller than me, just like she's not taller than me.
But she lay on her back.
What does my bosom have to do with this?
If she lay on her back,
because that's the only thing that gives you a little lift.
My titties longer than your leg. They longer than your leg.
I walk behind Anya. I never walk in front of her because her walk just has me every time.
Well, my first step as a child was on my toes.
But I be like, girl, you still in high heels.
Ms. Hodges, the reason milk is not good is because milk. Yes.
She walks so proud. Like,
oh, she said, Lacey, are you a doctor? I'm done.
No, ma'am. I'm not a doctor, but I do a lot of research. That's part of the great thing about being a part of the A.T.L. We do have a great and large, extensive research department. And
he said he'll be your doctor, girl. OBGYN. Long as you ain't got no letters.
Let me tell you, I don't know what mom doing. She'll never have no love. It takes a minute to get on here every time.
Oh man, but yes, Miss Tanya, the inflammation comes from milk is because you have to realize what it is you're drinking. You're drinking cow baby milk, which is a lot of times we are getting pus because the cow that produces the milk on the dairy is milked 4 or 5 times a day. So the vast majority of the time, they don't really give the cow enough time to reproduce the milk in the system. So therefore, when the machines goes to squeezing it, causing it to be inflamed and hurt, you're squeezing more blood and pus into the milk, and then it goes through a refinery to where it pulls some of the impurities of the pus and the blood out of the milk. And then once they do that, they put a little white stuff on it to make it look the way it looks, because milk normally does not look like what you see in the store. It looks like breast milk because that's what cow milk is. It's enough milk to feed a calf. You don't walk around keep drinking milk out your mama titties when you get big. So why you want to sit up here and put some milk on your cereal? It's somebody else mama milk.
She said she is finally single.
So she's finally single.
Okay, it took me a minute, but I got it.
Welcome, Miss Melanie. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Mel.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Hey, mama.
Hey,
I'm
Mom.
trying to see if I can get this thing to be a little bit louder. But oh well. I'm doing
Okay, Mom,
okay.
before you get started, Mom, get a bike story on what Immunicare have done for me and your granddaughter.
Well, one thing for sure, they call Immunocal a natural chemo. And what it has done is speed up everything that the doctor does. It enhances everything that the doctor does as far as the treatment of cancer. In TeAma's case, she's had several encounters with different cancers. And one that sticks out with me the most, I think, is when she had the cancer on her spine. They was afraid to do the surgery because it could have kept her paralyzed. And I encouraged her to use the Immunical. Immunical shrunk the cancer, which made it slide down, and it's kept shrinking, and the doctor noticed how it shrunk.
Right.
And, you know, of course, she's sitting right there now today, which it helped with all her treatments that it disappeared. And she didn't have to have surgery. And then with my niece, they started giving this child chemo, aggressive chemo for a 12-year-old, which when I found out what happened to my niece, when she passed out on TeAma, turned black, hit the ground on the streets, and had urinated and bowel movements all over herself. Her body, she was checking out of here. I grabbed all the Immunical I had in my house and I headed down. I took off. Fortunately, when I got down there, they was getting ready to transfer her to Joe DiMaggio. And I was mixing up the Immunical as we was going from Broward to Joe DiMaggio. And by the time we got down there, she was awake. And I told that doctor, I said, whatever you do, I don't care. But she's going to get Immunical. And I had her to drink that right then and there. But they was giving this child, mind you now, 12-year-old child, chemo every day, sometimes not even 24 hours apart. Who in the world ever heard of that? And they did it without the consult of someone being over her. They were supposed to have a
guardian,
medical guardian for her because of her being so young. So they tried to slip one in. And the medical guardian said, it's no way in H I would have approved for a child this young to have chemo so aggressively. To their surprise, which this went on for weeks before they slipped one in, but to their surprise, my niece not only took the chemo that they was dishing to her aggressively, but she didn't have one day of sickness nor one day of weakness. She was drawing. She was sitting up, smiling, laughing, talking with the nurses, walking around. They were amazed. But the Immunical kept her T cells up, kept her functioning so well. It was amazing. And this Immunical, what it does, it interacts with your body where it gives your body that third amino acid called cysteine, which is what you get from your mother's milk or raw cow milk. And as some of you may remember, the milk that they used to give us back in the day when they used to deliver milk to your door, that had cysteine in it. But when they applied heat to that milk, that killed the cysteine. This is why when you take Immunical, you're not supposed to take it 30 minutes before eating or drinking something hot or 30 minutes after, because otherwise you're killing the cysteine. And Immunical works intracellularly. So how it really works is if you're under 30, you only need 1 pack a day. If you're under 40, you need 1 pack a day. If you're over 40, you need 2 packs a day for maintenance. If you have a health issue, you add a pack. If you're grossly overweight, you add another pack. On my case, I am grossly overweight. I had several issues when I first started. High blood pressure, chronic fatigue, and all sorts of issues. My ankles used to be black from sugar. I started out on 4 packs. Next thing I know, I was coming off a high blood pressure medication because I get dizzy every time I took my high blood pressure medication. Next thing I know, I noticed the color of my ankles going back to brown. And the swelling in my ankles started going away. There I go. But I still needed 4 packs. I wound up being able to clean up my house without being totally out of breath.
Wow.
And this happened not overnight, because I didn't get these problems overnight. It took years for me to get these problems. But within a year, I was almost back to normal. And I was moving around like a 16-year-old. So you have to know your conditions.
You said you just moved around like a 16-year-old.
But with this COVID.
So you was twerking.
I can't hardly hear y'all.
I'm glad you came. Somebody killed Tony. Go ahead, Mama.
With this COVID, I recommend the vaccine. I just lost my friend yesterday. He would not take the vaccine. One of his last things he told me was, when I get up out this mess, I'm going to take the vaccine. Well, he didn't make it.
Well, Mom, Mom, let me ask you this question with that. Do you think that while he was in the hospital, that he couldn't have started drinking the Immunical while he was in there?
No visitations.
There was no visitation, and they would not take nothing from us to go in to give it to them.
No, they won't. You cannot send a closed box of Immunical in there. They have to order it. But guess what?
They don't order it.
Doctors don't even know Immunical is in their PDR. Has over 75 patents. Has been clinically proven. Has a drug number for a food supplement.
Through the FDA.
It's in your doctor's PDR.
Your doctor's PDR, which is the doctor's directory that they go to prescribe you.
But it's a food
every
supplement.
prescription you get.
It's all natural. Go figure.
So, but Mom, I'm asking
And we
you if
don't
you
say
would have
that.
been. What I'm asking, Mom, if you do you think that if you would have been able to get him that immunical, that he would have been able to pull through?
Yes, I think it would have helped him tremendously.
It helped
Because
me.
number one, the COVID attacks the immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Immunical builds your immune system at an alarming rate.
Yes.
Now, um, there hasn't been enough studies or anything like that with immunical, but all I can tell you is my daughter, who didn't take the shot, is back there with COVID. I'm sitting here. My grandchildren have been around her, but she's skipping and hopping and doing everything she want to do. She's fine. I'm fine. I've been tested. Everybody's been tested, and they're fine. And she's ready to get retested. And it's been what, a week?
7
At
days.
first, she wanted to curl up in that room. I said, "Oh no, you're not."
Devil, you a liar.
You know.
Mom was giving her
So
4-pack
I put her,
3 times a
huh?
day.
I put
I
her
was
on
telling them,
Immunical 4 packs a day.
Mom, on
4
3,
packs.
I take 3 a day, and that's with me having being with COVID. But in the 2 days of me doing 3 a day, that's 6, and in just 2 days of this, I keep saying it, I was not able to taste or smell for over a week, and I was taking my vitamins and things of that nature, elderberry, to,
Flaxseed.
sea moss, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, turmeric, um, different things of that nature, and taking that, yes, that has helped me a lot, but I was still losing in that battle. I was still feeling under the weather. I was like, feeling sluggish and things. And as Tony, I used to sleep all day with this. And 2 days of Munical, and I'm almost back to regular. And I mean, they don't allow you to, sit around and just mope. It really pushes you to come through. And then, like I say, you just have to have a will also to not want to lay it down. And
Yeah,
but
it'll
definitely,
it'll boost you.
yes,
I
ma'am.
I I definitely feel that because now I have another friend. She has a lot of issues. She was afraid of taking the vaccine. She said, "I'm gonna get sick. I know I'm gonna get sick, Melanie, from the vaccine." She said, "But I gotta take this vaccine because if I don't take this vaccine and I get the COVID, I'm out of here." So I said, "Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a box of Immunical. And what I want you to do, because she's not overweight or nothing, I say, what I want you to do, I want you to take 3 to 4 packs, whichever you choose. Start maybe 3, 4, 5 days before you take the shot. And once you take the shot, keep taking it." I said, when it's time for your second shot, I'll make sure you have another box to carry on. So she did that. She didn't get sick, not a bit. She had a little soreness on her arm. I told her to keep working her arm, keep working her arm. She said, "Man, shoot." When I get a text, she said, "I got to get this stuff." She said, "I got to get it." She didn't get sick at all. She was dead set on getting sick. She didn't get sick.
My mom got a friend that orders Immunicare for her dog.
Yeah,
What?
I sure
Swear to
do.
God. I swear to
The
God.
dog had
Oh
lumps
God.
all over him, cancer lumps look
Oh
like.
God.
And them lumps gone. He wasn't running, jumping, or nothing. Now he do it all. Anything with an immune system. I'm scared. Look, I'm scared to put it in my garbage because I don't want the roaches to get strong.
Lord help us. Lord,
I don't
Lord.
want no mice getting strong. My garbage outside, I tie it up.
Okay.
Well, this lady is crazy.
But
This
y'all,
lady
I
is
swear
crazy.
it works. When my sister wound up getting
Might come in
COVID,
here looking like what's that rat cartoon rat that used to be real pumped
Mighty
up?
Mouse.
Oh no.
y'all is so crazy.
Here I am to save the day.
But
Shoot.
legacy,
That me
when
running.
what you
Mighty
was talking
Mouse or
about
whatever his
those
name was.
kids, Mom,
Mighty Mouse.
y'all is retarded. Tony,
Oh
how we
Lord.
figured out, my mom them told me that me and Tyson would need to get checked because we had just left from her house, but my sister wound up going to improv. So before I went, I called my doctor. When I called my doctor say, okay, so now they going on how stupid I was with him in the NICU. They say,
Yeah.
okay, now listen, being that if he tests positive for COVID, TeAma, you do know you cannot go with him. Point blank, period. You can't go with him. I said, oh, he just won't be going to the hospital. I know how to handle this.
You better believe it. You
So
better believe
Yeah,
it.
but
I know that's
I
right.
remember
literally was immunicaling him, but then I was like, but Teresa, you was perfectly fine. You did not get sick till after the improv.
Right.
So we figured out her shenanigans, where this junk came from. I didn't get sick. I was checking my temperature, checking his temperature. Y'all better handle your
But
immune
Tama, you
system.
forgot we was home when you was still here when she got back, and she was playing with his nose and and her nose, rubbing nose with him.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's why I
Child.
was tripping.
But
Right.
we
But
good.
Tiama, wasn't you already well, we knew you was already taking the immunicare because that's just part of your
Let me
regimen in the
tell
morning.
you,
But
I'm so immunical. My 3-month-old do not act like a 3-month-old.
No, he doesn't,
He already trying to crawl.
and he know
My
his
mom got
grandma
5
too.
kids. This
yeah.
baby, on God, he does not act like a 3-month-old. I'm like, dude, listen, you want the keys to my car?
He don't.
that's
He really
and I'm
don't.
So he'll be taller than T Savage in 3 more months.
Oh, here you go with the foolishness. I can't cuss because Miss Mello. And why you do that? Why you do that?
Actually, he acts quite mature for a 3-month-old. I don't.
He's
Nigga
rolling
said
down.
mature
Telling
for
you.
a 3-month-old. You said, Miss Mel?
I'm telling you. He don't play. He knows.
okay.
She
He
talking about
literally
So
knows when
listen,
he's getting
you
taken
guys,
away from me.
listen.
He really knows it.
2 times a week, he has a teacher, not a tutor that's in high school, a real tutor. She has her degree in education. She goes over his ABCs 1, 2, 3. Ask my mom. You say your ABCs, my son goes,
Trying to form the words.
honey. I look at that little boy and just feel like, okay, that's a whole different breed of jit. I'd be like, Mom, come get this. Oh, we on the highway right now.
Bring me his leash.
We on the highway. That be me for real.
Check my
But
volume.
for real, you guys, just be careful out there. today for us was a real painful day. Even know that everybody on here, if you go on my page, Tony, you might even know JB. When I tell you what's the coolest dude, will go out his way, will come to your house, cut your hair. Like, this junk out here is real. It is so real. Real, real.
Miss Melody, did
Real,
JB used to live over in the complex where I live?
Mom.
Did he live in the complex where I
Did JB live in Parkside, Mom?
Not Parkside. Presidential.
No.
He used to stay on Congress once, not far from. Let's see, what number was that? I want to say E.
In my
I'm not
complex.
sure.
In his
But
complex?
he was a barber. He's on my Facebook page. I put a picture up.
Yeah, he wouldn't have thought before this.
But now, recently, he stayed in Pleasant City.
Okay.
But he was a well-known barber. He loved music. He used to play music and make things out of wood. He made this for me. I told him I wanted the palm tree. This is made.
I do know him. So he showed me that.
I told you.
Cause he made one
This
of those.
was made out of avocado seed.
He made one of those necklaces for Cordell.
It was made out of avocado seed. He was real talented. He had a lot of talents.
He used to make smoothies in these little jugs.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Let me tell you, it was literally 8 days. 8 days. You took a man that was healthy, outgoing, energetic.
Yeah, he used to cook everything.
Yeah, because he's come over here and buy the oils from me. He's buy my fragrances, my lotion, oils, and he will sell me the little smoothies.
Yeah.
Correct. That's him.
That's him. Yeah, because he always wore one of these.
Yeah, as soon as he showed me that, I was like, oh my goodness.
Mom, you see the lady right there? She said she wouldn't take that vaccine again after what it did to her.
She said what?
She would not take it.
She would not take the vaccine again after what it did to her. Mom, turn up the volume.
I can. I done turned up my volume. I don't know why my volume is down. And you know I have good hearing, so something is not right. I done checked. I done went off and... Huh?
Log off and come back on.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I told you you knew him because Herman definitely know him.
As soon as he showed me that necklace, I knew. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. 8 days. When I tell you, my mom wanted a meal in there so bad, they would not give it to him. Family couldn't. Nobody could get to him. Like, that junk is real. And then you being a whole parent with all these kids that are actually in the pediatric ICU. Texas, they so full, they tell you straight up on the news, you have to wait for someone else's kid to die for a bed to open.
Okay, that's much better.
Hey guys, I gotta go ahead and log off. It's 11:20.
Yeah, we're finna get off
All
too.
right, Drake. Good night. We finna get off too.
Teama, I'll be in contact with you about that immunical as soon as possible.
All right, love.
All right, Savage. Thanks,
A.T.L. home. Sorry, Miss Mary.
All right, honey. No hang
Yeah.
time, no hang time. Get on the Municare.
Okay. I had that sleep time. I go to sleep, child. I hibernate, y'all. I ain't even a lot of y'all. I go in straight
Yes, you do.
hibernation.
Yeah.
So Miss Miller, you swear by the Minical.
Huh?
Swear by that Minical.
Yes. Yeah, really.
So it's not just for somebody that's sick. It's, you can use it as a preventive measure. Like
Most definitely. Most definitely. And Immunitech has a lot of products that is phenomenal. A lot of them. They have a product for prostate health. They have a toothpaste. Have you ever read your toothpaste where it says if you swallow or take in too much, contact poison control immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Immunicare toothpaste, none of that. I have that as well. I use that.
They make toothpaste too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it promotes healthy gums and everything. So I had to start doing that because number one, I'm so scared of the dentist. I don't want to never have to have them bother my teeth ever again. Yep. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
I'm gonna have to get on that too.
I tell you, I don't even play right here. So yeah. I really like that product, everything about it. And they have, and I sit up there and I look at Serena talk about this medicine she takes to get rid of her migraine, and it gets rid of migraine within 2 hours. Child, they got something called Extra Sharp. It has some focus and everything like that. It'll get rid of a migraine in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
You got to be kidding me.
Ma, you stay on. We about to wrap it up.
Yeah, check it out.
Stay on. Don't hang up.
Don't hang up.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on the show. I'm sorry we went over about 23 minutes, went over a little bit, but the topic was so intense and so great, and we just had to share this information with you all. But definitely what we're going to do is, like I said, look into it and see if we're going to find an affiliate link or something that we could share with you guys so that, you know, if you're interested in the product, that you could click on the link and order it. And, you know, we'll hopefully have that by the next show. So I'll do my due diligence and try to find an affiliate link so that you the viewers can order the product. But thank you, Ms. Melanie, for coming on at the last minute. We really appreciate you as always. And for those of you who don't know, that's TeAma's mom. You see the resemblance.
She belongs to me.
Okay. So we're going to end this show. And again, shout out to Legacy. Thank you for coming on tonight. We really appreciate you for coming on, even though you're feeling under the weather, you're not feeling well. Thank you, Tanya, and everybody who was in the viewer section. Don Allen, Miss Adrian, Mr. Adrian, my boo, and all of you for watching tonight. We really appreciate all of you. And again, we'll see you next week. On the next show, which will be Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If there's nothing else, good night, everybody.
Good night. Stay safe.
A.T.L. They're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, TeAma, T Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. y'all. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever cast, just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, man, shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open invitation. Full of feeling foggy, I be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me, must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message, hope it leave you from the rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
A.T.L.